Hi, this is Osman. Welcome to Yoga Wellness 786. Yeah, our mission is to educate people on yoga, meditation, pranayama, health, wellness, and to use my personal insights and experience that I've gained over now, I think about 47 years, and also with regard to energy healing. I specialize in energy healing, especially when it comes to serious illnesses, trauma cases, ICU patients, and terminal illnesses. But of course, all kinds of illnesses. And the topic that I'd like to discuss today is meditation because this is a very common subject, and a lot of people understand these days that it is important and very valuable to learn or to meditate, but they seem to be struggling with it because the methods may be a bit difficult. And having been meditating or practicing meditation for several decades, I've tried, I think, most of the common or popular methods and the different styles of meditations for varying lengths of time. And I came up, with the solutions for regular people because, like yourself, I also struggled with understanding the concept of meditation itself. I mean, I understood what they said to do and to sit and close your eyes and try to focus on a point or and these days, of course, is very popular for mindfulness and focusing on your breath, which I think is much easier. So instead of speaking more about my personal experience, I think I could speak about some of my students who have no experience or exposure to a yoga or meditation previously, coming from highly modernized and westernized countries. And I decided to teach them a method that is scientifically based. So, according to a lot of research on meditation, the type of meditation practice that was most researched with the most amount of positive evidences for its beneficial value is the mindfulness type of meditation, specifically the one focusing on your breath, right? So simply it is required that you have to find a comfortable position to sit in, right? And the key word is to sit, not to lie down, because if you lie down you're going to fall asleep. And meditation and sleep is so closely linked together that the mind does not know whether you are meditating or sleeping, and it does not know what is meditation, so it thinks you are going to sleep. And so it goes off to sleep. And also, the effect of feeling sleepy or the problem of feeling sleepy during meditation is a major problem for many people because they don't know a few tricks and tips. And also, it's not necessary to meditate for long periods in the beginning. You have to start slowly and allow meditation to develop in you. I highly recommend people to start with just 2 minutes per day. So, although the mindfulness meditation practice, the norm is to meditate 20 minutes a day and to close your eyes, sit comfortably, and just focus your attention on observing your breathing. So, not manipulating your breathing and not interfering, not trying to breathe and not breathe, or trying to breathe faster or slower. Just breathe naturally, like you would know. Let your breathing continue automatically, and just observe what's happening with the breath. Observe whether it is the in breath or the out breath, and just make that observation and just continue to observe it. So, what will actually happen is your mind will start jumping around. You notice that you're now starting to think about something from the past or something about today or something from the future. Just gently bring it back to observing the breath. So, normally I tell my students, before you can sit down to meditation and now you're ready to meditate, do a simple thing, tell yourself something that now I'm taking a time out from everything. Just a time out. Everything from my past, put it in a suitcase, luggage bag, and put it to your left. And everything that you're worried about and concerned about the future, just put all that in a luggage bag and put it on your right side. That you will attend to it once you finish. And you're not going to meditate for a long time. Maximum is 20 minutes, right? So you're just going to meditate for whatever time that you feel comfortable with. So what's the correct time to meditate? How much should you meditate? Should you meditate 2 minutes? Should you meditate 20 minutes? Or should you meditate, an hour, right? Twice a day? Or should you meditate 3 hours, right? Or should you meditate 10 hours a day, right? So, or should you meditate 13 to 16 hours a day, right? So I've tried all the methods, right? And I have answers for each different level. So if someone has not meditated before and you're starting out or you're struggling with meditation and you're into some type of practice of meditation and you're not making headway, then start again from the beginning. Start with 2 minutes of meditation. So when it's 2 minutes, don't take your phone and put a stopwatch or a timer for 2 minutes. Don't do that. You just sit comfortably, close your eyes and estimate approximately about 2 minutes. So don't count the seconds in your head. It's just like the elapse of time. Just close your eyes and just totally relax. Totally and completely relax. Feel the relaxation rising and starting from your toes, going up your feet, up your ankles, up your calf muscles and shins, and to your knees, and up your thighs and your hips and your abdomen and your chest area, and rising up to your neck, right? And into your head region. Just feel that calmness rising. So this is very essential in meditation. There's just two extremely essentials of meditation for you to practice or focus on. The first thing is to totally relax, totally be calm. No matter what stressful situation you're in, what problems you're going in, this is your timeout period. It's only going to be 2 minutes, and you're going to just totally forget whether there is a tomorrow or whether there was a yesterday. Like there's no tomorrow. You just closed in a total spaced out bliss and peaceful, right? Just peaceful. So maybe you're not going to, maybe bliss is the wrong word to use at this stage. So totally peaceful and relaxed state is the most important. That's the first step in the meditative practice, right? And then the second thing is to focus on a fixed point. So the easiest and the proven scientific, research that shows proven positive result from this method is focusing your attention on your breathing. Right? These are the two things. Number one, relax completely, and number two, focus your attention on the breathing, and of course, close your eyes. Right? Close your eyes, because the eye is very distractive, because visions and sights and everything that's moving around, is going to distract you, or things in the room going to distract you and so forth, right? So just close your eyes, and if there's noises outside and so forth, don't worry about it, don't pay attention to it. It's just observe it, that it is a noise, it's in the present, right? So try to stick in the present, and your breath is in the present, right? So you're going to start that practice and feel totally calm and totally relaxed. And your goal is to start firstly visualizing calmness rising from your toes up, as though you are an empty vessel and someone is filling you with water, and the water's filling up, going in through your hair, it's filling up and rising from your toes up, like you're filling a glass of water, you're pouring the water into the glass, and then it starts to rise. So you feel it rising. So now, what are your objectives, right? So the first objective is to maintain consistency of 2 minutes per day for a minimum of 28 days only, right? Only for 28 days, right? So try to, and why we say 28 days, because um, we found that 28 days is enough time to create a new habit that's possible for you to continue further, right? So if it's just 2 minutes per day, it's not going to encroach in your time, because yes, maybe today or tomorrow or day after tomorrow you're going to have 20 minutes, but maybe some days you're going to be very busy, you're not going to have time. But 2 minutes, of course, you got time for 2 minutes. So you'll find the time. So eventually you'll get into the habit of the practice and select a time that is convenient for you. Okay. So don't worry about all the theories of which is the best meditation time. So the best meditation time for a beginner is the time that you have available, a free time where you can time out. And when you sit and close your eyes, you're just closing and relaxing, okay? You're just focusing first. You deliberately focus your attention to totally relax, leaving your past on one side and the future on the other side, in your timeout period, and totally relaxing, right? This is absolutely important. And then feeling and visualizing the peacefulness rising, but your focus and your attention is on your breath. So there's two things. Before you bring your focus on your breath, first visualize the peace just totally relaxing. So another method what you could use, which is very useful, first thing you do is just deliberately relax your toes, then relax your feet, then relax your ankles, then relax your shins and calf muscles, then relax your knees, then relax your thighs muscles, then relax your abdominal area, your hips, your abdominal area. Relax your chest totally, up to your neck and your head region, till you reach your head. Just tell yourself, I'm now relaxed, and then now take your attention and observe. Okay, now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. Now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. Right? Just until you're feeling comfortable. And if you're feeling amazing and beautiful, and you feel like it's now like more than about 2 minutes, but you're feeling good, continue, right? Continue as long as you're feeling good. And then when you're feeling okay, now you're a little bit disturbed, you can't continue anymore, then you can stop, right? But it is important not to do too much in the beginning, because one of the biggest problems is when you try to do 20 by set time and forcing your mind, and so your subconscious mind will create excuses for you not to continue the practice, right? And this is an absolutely important practice in people. It's an essential part of people's daily activity. It is a value added activity that is something that it makes it makes total sense to adopt it on a daily basis, because you're going to enjoy benefits in the medium to long period. So what type of benefits can you observe almost immediately? So if you follow my method of 2 minutes, you should feel a state of calm and relaxed and peacefulness surrounding you that was not there. You'll feel like calm and relaxed. Of course, you made yourself to relax, but as though someone descended some peace and calmness on you, from the first day. Okay? From the first day. So, don't you like that? I mean, if you're doing 20 minutes and so forth, you're going to open your eyes frustrated, right? But 2 minutes, you're going to end up feeling nice and relaxed, and so it's easy. This is good. This is easy. It's simple, right? And you just make sure your first goal not to increase the time, but to stick to 28 days. Once you've done 28 days, on the 29th day onwards, thereafter, slowly let the meditation naturally build up in you. So you may feel you want to meditate a little longer, as long as you're feeling comfortable, right? So you allow yourself to meditate maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? It's not possible that you're going to meditate for hours on end if you're a beginner, right? So don't be afraid that a lot of time going to pass. So when you feel okay, now my mind feels a bit disturbed, you can stop. So when you are doing this type of practice, there will be some days you'll feel very peaceful and calm, can meditate a little bit longer, and some days you're stressed and frustrated and you cannot meditate so long. So those days maintain the minimum 2 minute rule. Okay, minimum 2 minutes of meditation. And then the other days you can go a little longer because this is how the mind is. There are ups and downs. Even myself, I'm meditating for a long time, and there are some days my mind is unsettled. Then I stop. Because once your mind is unsettled and you're trying to meditate and mind unsettled is two opposite things, right? So you're not meditating actually. You're doing something opposite to meditation. You're frustrating yourself. So you are distressed and you're making yourself more distressed. By sitting and forcing yourself and forcing your mind. And one thing you cannot do is force your mind, right? That's not possible. The mind is going to do its own thing, right? It's going to jump around and do what it wants to. And there's no way, the more you try to control it, the stronger it will, resist, right? And you don't want to fight with the mind. Make peace with your mind, right? So I don't want to go too much into in-depth information on the various aspects of meditation and the intermediate and advanced levels, but just for the beginner levels, just to maintain the practice and the state of calmness and centeredness, this will start to increase in you as you practice regularly, and it will be like a time out period when you can sponge out a lot of stress in your life. And of course, when you have very serious stress levels, serious depression or anxiety, don't just try to do meditation to fix, because meditation is just a natural process. It's not going to fix an acute problem. You need to visit a psychologist or a psychiatrist, and or at least go to your doctor first, right? And if you have acute anxiety or severe depression, because you need assistance or professional intervention in that case. But what meditation is going to do is going to help the medical intervention. So medical intervention alone is helpful, but medical intervention together with meditation is going to be even more beneficial, right? And if you follow this method as what I'm telling you, so eventually you'll be able to meditate little longer and longer, and don't go more than 20 minutes. This, I mean, you're a regular person, you need time for normal life activities, and for your work and for your family, for your friends, for a social life, expanding your knowledge, spending time communicating with other people who are alive and around in the world, right? Than sitting spaced out, or totally in an internal world, all the time. It's not healthy to do that. So I would recommend maximum 20 minutes, unless you have other goals. And if you have other goals for longer term, just contact me. It's not so difficult to contact me, through the social media channels. Connect with me and let me discuss with you, a way forward for you and a plan forward, and before you can go longer. But 20 minutes, and eventually you can maintain a 20-minute a day practice. This is going to be absolutely amazing. Those who's practicing meditation regularly for about 5 years, I would be very surprised if they are not very calm, centered normally throughout, right? More than 90% of the time. Yes, I also get angry, I also get upset, I also get frustrated, also get depressed. I have all the normal emotions of everyone, but not on the quantity and the level of regular people. At this stage, I think my state of being upset or anxious or angry is around between, it feels like just 1%, but probably around 10%, no more than 20%. 80 to 90% of the time, and I feel or perceive it to be 99% of the time, I'm totally calm and relaxed, no matter what's happening in my life. I can be in the most stressed out situation and a problem. I'm still calm and relaxed, and not doing nothing about it, because I understand there's a problem and what can I do about it? What are my options? And let me follow through. And if I cannot find any solution, I reach out and brainstorm some ideas with some close friends, or and these days we have AI to brainstorm with, right? So the AI is amazing. It's got a more up to date and more in depth database of information that can assist you, in making better decisions. So I make the decision and I go for it. So you'll be able to make better decisions. When you're making better decisions, right, on a day to day basis, small decisions over a week period and a month period and a year period, this all adds up. And after about 5 years, you should be in the forefront in whatever field that you are engaged in. You would have become or accomplished yourself as one of the better professionals or better people, or even if you're a secretary, the better secretary, or a better artisan, or a better laborer, or better technical person, or a better mechanic, whatever is your passion. And then you may also tend to refine your goals and have time for to enjoy and notice other things that are that you've been walking the street but haven't noticed, or notice the birds that are chirping, or the beautiful flowers along the way, or the amazing smell of the scent of the fresh grass when you're passing it, and the beautiful night sky, and the amazing warmth of the sun hitting your face. You start appreciating life more, and your day, each day becomes more and more exciting and enjoyable, because you're not living too much in the past and you're not living too much in the future. You are learning to live in the present, not denying the past and not denying the future. What's important, your plans are important, and then you got it there done, right? And the things of the past, it's in the past. You can't, I mean, something that you cannot change, you cannot change. Something that you have to be wary of, you're wary of it, finish, right? But don't let it dominate your mindset. Live your day, right? And when you're living your day and you're finding that the days are starting to be better and better, you start to enjoy each day. You start to have amazing days, more amazing days. You will have one or two off days, one of those days, but it will be few and far between. So overall, in a month period, maybe 25 were amazing days and 5 were off days, right? So overall, at the end of the year, you would have had an amazing year. And after, about a decade, you start to feel your life is amazing, right? And that it was never as amazing as what it is now. I mean, you want to feel amazing, you want to feel happy, you want to feel contentment without the need of getting that contentment and happiness was from something that's not in your life. You don't need to find happiness in another person. You don't need to find happiness in money or in some belonging that you need to have. Yes, money is important. People are important. Loved ones are important. And people will be people. And if someone disappoints you, that is, the way of, I mean, people have a right to change the mind, right? Everyone is an individual, and everyone is different, right? So that you don't take it personally. Even if someone insults you, there's something negative in them that they are insulting you. Try to avoid them, and don't let it affect you too deeply, and change your focus away. Don't harbor grudges and negativity. Focus on your breath, right? And your goals and things that are working for you. Don't focus on what's not working. A lot of things are not working in my life. Right now I'm blind, 100% blind, right? I'm focusing on what I can do to recover my blindness, and I'm on treatments, and I've been on treatments now for about 2 years, and they haven't been working, right? To date, right? So, but it's not making me negative. I keep changing the treatment and refining the treatment, searching newer methods and following through with it, right? And I'm currently on a new treatment protocol, and also I'm an energy healer, right? I'm also doing my own healing, for it. I'm healing, such serious illnesses, and it's so ironical that I cannot heal my own eyesight. I mean, I can heal cancer, I can heal so many types of chronic ailments, asthma, diabetes, and even take people out of the deathbed, take people out of the coma, save them. When all hope was lost, bring back when people thought the person was a sure goner, and they walking around within just days. And but I'm not letting that depress me, right? Because if I'm going to think, oh, I'm blind, and I can't, and it's difficult for me to do things for myself and so forth, uh, it's going to make me frustrated. So I focus on what I can do, right? And how can I make things that I cannot do easier? How can I find, because I'm not the first blind person on the planet, right? So I'm just mentioning this as a personal example because it's my video, so it's good for me to bring a personal example, so it has a better impact in my message to you. And I attribute my state of calmness as a combination of meditation, breath work, and yoga exercises, right? And everyone, so this is a video on meditation practice, but meditation is not an independent practice, it's part of the yoga system. And in the yoga system, the physical yoga exercises is one of the foundational practices that should be mastered, or at least gain some level of consistency in it before one tends to or adopts meditation. And one of the reasons for that, because you're a beginner in meditation, it's important for you to know this. When you just simply practice the yoga postures, right, that alone brings you into a state of calmness. So instead of calling it a state of calmness, let's give it a scientific definition. It brings you from a regular state of a beta frequency. So your mind resonates in 4 different frequencies, right? So the average people who's very stressed and thinking about the past and tomorrow and not happy and depressed and all types of emotions and ups and downs, this is the beta state. And someone who's very together, centered, focused, knows what he's doing. Yes, this is the problem, that okay, what can I do about it? And very calmly and relaxed can able to make decisions. And this is a optimal state of mind, right? This is called the alpha state. That's why they call it the alpha, right? The optimal, the primary state that one should be in, right? Or the goal state. So to be in the alpha state, I attained this in my childhood years, right? And teachers in my classes used to comment, how come I look so calm? And when my parents used to visit, their friends and so forth, and they said, oh my God, your son is so calm. He looks so calm. I feel like, he's like a saint. Of course, I'm not a saint, I'm a regular guy. Right? But just that I felt very calm and together. And even my friends sometimes used to say, but such a serious problem. How come you're so calm? And that time I was not practicing meditation. I was just, because I was too young to know what is meditation, right? I was trying it, of course, and just doing the 2 minutes or 2 minutes, like what I'm recommending to you. And but the actual postures alone makes you calm, helps you, prepares you for meditation. Because meditation, you need to be calm and relaxed. The first, if you not calm and relaxed in meditation, you can't progress, to the theta and the delta states, right? So the theta state of mind is the state of such complete state of calmness and relaxation when you're feeling relaxed that you feel it in, you are intoxicated with calmness. You feel like you are being filled with a calmness drug, right? It feels like a drug is being injected, that your state is changed, like something entered into your mind, into your body, into, like a feeling of calmness that's pregnant with calmness, right? Like you entered into the tropical region, you just got off the plane and you felt the thick tropical air, like you in a different medium, a thick medium, so you feel that calmness. So it's not a medium, it's just like the calmness is so beautiful. And that means you've mastered the first stage of meditation. And when you master, there's 4 stages of meditation. When you master the first stage of meditation, then only will your second attempt, the exercise of focusing on your breath, start being more and more one pointed and more focused and not struggling so much, right? And then you will slip automatically into the state of meditation, right? And I don't want to get into all those levels, so I encourage you again, just sit calmly, relax in this is on your bed. This is a good place, right? Sitting on your bed before you can go to sleep, you just sit with your legs outstretched, right? You don't have to cross it if you're not used to crossing it. If you can cross your legs, it is recommended to do it. And just to bring this point on the cross-legged aspect, people when I never used to cross my legs, initially for meditation, because I was a very pragmatic person, and I did not want to do something that was not logical, right? So I estimated that yoga science came from the ancient times, an ancient period, when there were no chairs. Now we have comfortable couches and we have comfortable places to sit. So why should we struggle and sit on the floor uncomfortable? It's more comfortable to sit on a chair. So I used to meditate in those days, sitting on a chair. And then as I advanced in meditation, so I was always wondering what is the difference of meditating cross-legged. So when I started to cross my legs and meditate, and it was very difficult in the beginning because I'm not used to crossing my legs. It was starting to pain after a very short space of time. And whenever it pained, I uncrossed it. But as I got used to keeping it crossed, and I could keep it crossed for about 20 minutes, when I was able to keep it crossed for about 20 minutes and then longer, a little longer periods, I noticed that it was easier to stay in the meditative. I was not feeling sleepy as often as when I had my legs uncrossed. So it helps to prevent, of course, it does. If you're tired, you're going to feel sleepy, whether you're cross-legged or not cross-legged. But it dramatically reduces that effect of drowsiness, and instead of, meditating, you be practicing drowsiness and sleepiness and dreamfulness, right? So keeping your leg crossed helps to keep your concentration focused. And it is also recommended if you are reading or studying and need to keep your mind alert. So it improves the alertness and focus of the mind by keeping, this simple cross-legged position. We won't go into the complex, different types of yoga cross-legged positions, and that's it. And how should your hands be? You can keep your hand relaxed in any position that is comfortable for you, right? We don't have to go into any complicated mudras and all these things at the stage. Is not necessary. And also make sure that, meditation is fixing. It's an amazing tool if the other aspects of your lifestyle is in balance and harmony as well. So try to incorporate making sure you're eating well, making sure that you're having enough sleep. One of the most important things is to get enough sleep. Pointless you practicing meditation if you're not getting enough sleep, right? Of course, if you're having a problem with sleep, then you have to seek medical attention for that, because sleep is absolutely important. Don't You must get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. That is non-negotiable. No matter, even I made the grand mistake of sleeping an average of 3 to 4 hours a day from the age of 10 until the age of 50 for over 40 years, right? And that brought on all types of stress and illnesses in my body. Although I was eating, very healthy and practicing yoga, mindfulness, and living really a healthy, active lifestyle, but massive problems came, and that's normal because not enough sleep. Sleep is number one, crucial. So make sure you get enough sleep. You're drinking enough water, hydrating. And when we say hydrating, means drinking water, right? Not. I'm not telling you don't drink your coffee and tea and your soda, but make sure you drink water also, right? Right? Drink a lot of water. More water than the other drinks, because your body needs water. Right? Don't say it's going to get it through the other liquids. Get it from its actual form, because that's the best form to have it, and you'll make a massive difference in your stress levels, your anxiety levels as well. It does contribute to reducing it. So you're trying to come to meditation probably to benefit from it, to become more focused, more calm, get a tool that can help you to manage your state of mind, to be more optimal in your cognitive processes, and thereby get the edge in progressing better in your success goals, but also in your day-to-day experience of life, as such. So, these are all the things that you can get. And it may sound like nothing very fantastic, no big magical powers and so forth, but the magic is in the small things. Okay? So, take care. Hope this helps you.